Hi guys, we're going to make a banana and walnut cheesecake. So just before I go through the ingredients, we're just going to warm up our oven to 175. We're also going to get our water bath on the go. So just boil the kettle, but just quickly going through the ingredients. Okay, now I've got out the cottage cheese and I blended it up in the blender, okay, to make it smooth. And also 3 eggs. I got these out at the same time because I like to get these to room temperature. Okay, I say room temperature, it's been about 15 minutes that I did this. Okay, so not maybe quite ready for room temperature, but okay, more or less. That's what I do, around 15-20 minutes. Okay, so as I say, blended it up, that's it. 2 pots of cottage cheese, 600 grams, 2 bananas, 75 grams of walnuts, and we've got our Fage Greek yogurt, which we're going to put 400 grams of that in. Okay, but as I say, I want to get the water bath on the go. So all as we do here, okay, this just gives the cheesecake a more even bake. Okay, and we just put hot water in, put it into our oven. Okay, so cheesecake for me goes on the top shelf, so I will put that directly underneath it. So I've already got a tray in there. So what we do now, okay, we start prepping up our ingredients. So I'm going to mash the bananas. So these are 2 fairly big bananas, but I'll put all the ingredients, okay, and costs and nutrition, okay, on my website. Okay, I'll also put it into the description, so don't worry. We're going to mash these up. Now, once you've done this cheesecake, okay, you'll see the base. You can start playing around with the ingredients. And this I'm going for specifically because it was a request, okay, for me to show how to do, okay, by someone I know. But this is a personal favourite of mine. I do sometimes put dark chocolate in this, but specifically, okay, I'm just sticking to banana and walnut for this specific recipe. So put the bowl onto our scales. Can't get my words out. Certainly don't need a fork for that. I do need that in a minute though. But we're going to put 400, okay, grams of Greek yogurt. So 330, a little bit more. There we go. So 403, just over, but more the merrier. Let's get that back in our fridge. Went shopping, stocked up on the goodies. So a little bit overstocked, but this will soon go in our household. So once we've got the Greek yogurt and cottage cheese in there, we'll just tip the banana and we need to whisk our eggs. That would make more sense. Get in a bowl. So 3 eggs for this. Bin. Who doesn't love a cheesecake? Okay, one of my favorite places to eat when I go abroad, especially to the US, okay, is a Cheesecake Factory. But this particular cheesecake has less calories per whole cheesecake to 1 slice of Cheesecake Factory. Okay, so obviously it's more viable, if you like, to have this at home than to go out for a slice of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. No matter how good it is, It's just obviously when you're calorie watching, then you want to be careful of the Cheesecake Factory, no matter how good it tastes. But once we have all the wet ingredients, okay, into our bowl, we're just going to give it a little bit of a whisk, and we'll also put a little bit of cinnamon, so our ground sweet cinnamon to taste into our cheesecake mix. Give it a good whisk till all the ingredients obviously are together. Then we can put our walnuts in. Just fold it in there. And then we are good to put it into our baking tin. Obviously, you want your grease-proof paper. Just fold it down. Now, depending on, okay, why I am making this cheesecake, okay, will depend on whether I have a base or not for it. I purposely, okay, or I say purposely, most of the time, okay, I don't have it. Why? Because it cuts out several hundred calories to the cheesecake. So for me, when I make a cheesecake, most of the time I make it for a bit of a high volume, high protein meal at the weekend, okay, so if I have guests coming over, okay, or I'm making a cheesecake for another reason, then I may do a base. But most of the time I do not, okay. So yeah, I just wanted to explain why there's no base on this cheesecake. Yes, obviously it tastes amazing, and there you can do healthier options, okay, for it. But if you're calorie watching, then obviously if you do have a base, then you've got to have less of the cheesecake. And for me, as I say, this is a high volume, high protein meal. So for me, okay, just cut the base out means I can have more of obviously the protein portion of it. Now, that's the mix done, okay. You can, as I say, add in other things like goji berries, raisins, you can add in cacao nibs, okay. But for me, I'm not today. So I'm just going to stick that in there, okay, and I don't, well, obviously you're not going to feel it through the camera, but I could get kind of a condensation feeling of opening up the oven. That's obviously coming from the water bath, and there we go. That's the cheesecake in the oven. It takes around half an hour, 35 minutes for the cheesecake to cook, but we will come and check on it, okay, and once it's done, I'll show you what to look out for. Part and parcel of the getting the texture right is having the confidence to take it out. And I'll give you tips, okay, what to look out for, as I say, when it's done. But what you're looking out for, okay, is the outside of the cheesecake is going to be hardening up, but the middle is going to be wobbly. And I've done it before, okay, it's taken me a lot of practices to do this, to take it out at the right time. But you can have confidence with taking out, because even if you overcook it, okay, it's still edible. It's just obviously not the texture you're after with a cheesecake. If you undercook it, it's still edible, okay. It just might be almost like a slightly harder yogurt. So it doesn't make a difference if it is wrong, it just may not turn out to be a cheesecake or the texture of cheesecake that you're after, okay? But that's a lot of getting the cheesecake right, is having the confidence to take it out. But as I say, I will show you once we get it out, it's ready to look out for, because it will harden up as it cools down. So I hope that makes sense. So guys, listen, I'll leave it there, okay? And I'll bring you back when it's ready, okay? See you shortly, guys. So welcome back, everyone. Now, I've had a look at the cheesecake just a short while ago, and I know it's not done, but I thought it was a great opportunity for me to bring you back and to show you why, visually speaking, I know it's not done. So let me just grab the cheesecake out the oven. Now, you can see here the cheesecake. Although it's still wobbly in the middle, it's still wobbling around the outside. So therefore, I know it's not done because when it sets, it still will be overly soft, okay, in the middle. Although the outside will harden up, the middle won't. So it's just a little bit too wobbly at the moment. So back in the oven it goes, and we will come back in 5 to 10 minutes just to have a look to see how it's getting on. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Hi everyone, so welcome back. It's been 45 minutes. In fact, I think it's been 46 minutes, and I've just had a quick peek of the cheesecake, and I am confident that it is good to take out. Now, let me show you. This is why I'm confident, because you can see here, okay, now obviously be careful, I've got a bit of asbestos hands so it doesn't really burn me here, but you can see here, it's wobbling still in the middle, okay, but the outside, okay, is pretty solid. So therefore, I am confident that that will harden up. Okay, now as I say, it's a bit of a trial and error. You won't get it right first time, unless obviously you're a bit lucky. But I am very confident, because I've done it so many times, that that is how to know when to take it out. Okay, now what I'll do, it's for best results, you really want to leave it 24 hours, okay, just to settle down. Obviously leave it on the side for maybe an hour or so to properly cool down, and stick it in the fridge, cover it and stick it in the fridge. Minimum, I would leave it overnight. Okay, now for me, it's just approaching 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I don't plan on eating this today. I've actually made it for the weekend, but what I'll do, I'll let it settle overnight, and I'll bring you guys back tomorrow to show you what I mean by fully set and how creamy it is. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's banana and walnut cheesecake. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more recipes. Okay, I've got so many more things to show you guys coming up. I hope you enjoy the recipes. Feel free to comment or ask any there's any foods you particularly enjoy but you don't have them very often because they're considered unhealthy, but you would like them more. So one of my biggest passions, and the reason why, okay, I've made this channel, is because I like turning things that are considered unhealthy and turning them into a healthier version. And you can see here, I mentioned about Cheesecake Factory. It's my favorite place to eat on earth, but when it comes out between 1,500 2,000 calories per slice, and obviously very expensive, it stands to reason that you wouldn't have that too often if you are trying to look after your health. And this is why I try to make things like a cheesecake that I can eat more often. It's never going to be the same as Cheesecake Factory. That's not the intention behind it, but it allows me to have something that's equivalent of more often. And this came out at just over 1,500 calories for the whole cheesecake, and obviously it's holds a lot more nutritional value than a proper cheesecake you would buy in a shop. Okay, I will break down the nutritional values on my website along with the cost. And guys, yeah, feel free to comment if you have any questions. Otherwise, see you soon. Take care. Hi guys, so the cheesecake is set overnight and it looks amazing. So I'm just about to have me a slice. I've got the coffee on the go. I'm having a mid-morning snack here, so looking forward to this one. Right, let's have a look to see how we got on. I'll show you. So like I say, it's set pretty well, and it smells delicious, I have to say. So I'm very happy with this. Just grab a knife, get me a little plate. Now it is only a snack for me. Okay, I've already had breakfast today, just about to have a coffee, so obviously goes well with a slice of the good stuff. The bulk of this will be eaten tomorrow. And let me just grab the slice out, crumbling other piece of the cheesecake with it. Oh, so creamy, and the texture is absolutely spot on. So let me just put this back, and you can see for yourself. Okay, just before actually I put it back, I'll show you. The texture is absolutely perfect. It's come out really soft and creamy, and looking forward to this, as I say. Perfect for a little bit of a snack. Okay, I also have it late night because obviously predominantly casein protein in there from the cottage cheese, and you've got obviously nutrients in there from the walnuts and banana. And look at this. So, yes, bang on. Okay, absolutely bang on. It is absolutely the perfect texture for cheesecake. Set amazingly well. So remember, I put the obviously the method in the captions and the comments, but originally we were looking at about half an hour in the oven. Came out 45 minutes, and it's turned out absolutely perfect. That, guys, is stupendous. Absolutely amazing. So guys, there you have it, apple and walnut cheesecake. Hope you enjoy it. Take care.